And that was the good OCs. And the slow transition. Oh, yes, we're on to the bad. Going in the same order, we are going to start with...
me.
Sewer.
Yeah. Except we're still not on Bad OC, because we're actually on... But bam! Good OC Part 2!
Really?
Yeah. Smack ground.
I should get used to this by now.
Yeah. I'm never gonna change.
Anyways. Tell me about this OC.
So this... oh boy. So this OC is, I can't say... Auburn Breeze. I'm still a little, mind-fucked from the intermission there. This is Auburn Breeze. His full name is Auburn Birch Ash Breeze. His nicknames are Obby, Fawn, and Prancer. He is an alicorn / pegacorn. Same thing. Heritage breed, he's a Palomino Paint Irish Drought Horse, English bred.
Oh,
that's very specific. He's around the age of a young teen. Obviously, he's a dude. His cutie mark is 3 autumn leaves. His special talent is dancing, blowing soft, cool breezes. Sexuality unknown. Special pony none. Weight average, height average, occupation doesn't have one, but he does want to be a dancer. So
he wants to be a dance instructor. Says.
Yeah, dance instructor. Pardon. And,
still dancing.
Yeah, and his hometown and current residence, AU Equestria, Trottingham. So, right off the bat, we know this is AU. Personality, cheerful. Personality, cheerful, tender, optimistic, playful, talkative. For the negatives, he is naive, biased. And shy. Bless you. He likes sunsets, flying, daydreaming, butterflies, cooler breezes, mornings, tea and honey, corny jokes, and dancing. His favorite things are, oh my god, mangoes, watermelon, and Japanese anime comics.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh boy!
His dislikes, having his hair touched, being in too cool or too cold weather, and ugly patterns. My worst nightmare. His hobbies are dancing, ballet, lyrical and acrobatic, painting, potion experimenting, arts and crafts. His fears, the dark and breaking bones, which is a valid fear. Legit. That is terrifying. Perks, plays the cello and violin. He's agile and a fast runner, but his flaws is he's super forgiving and accepting of others. Which I'll get to in a little bit later. So, general information, he's fun, energetic, easygoing. Autumn is every pony's ideal best friend. He's more of a go-with-the-flow kind of dude. No plan is the best plan. Being an alicorn born in the fall, he possesses powers that pertain to maintaining the fall season. His magic allows him to change the colors of leaves, magic and regeneration, and continuous growth of trees and contributes his wings to making winds to blow down dead tree leaves, and spreading seeds across the land. God. He likes to make flower leaf crowns from fallen leaves to give to his family and friends. He's very trusting and accepting of those he may not know very well, which makes his naive and prone to disappointment, which he finds out that sometimes some things and ponies aren't what they are. About the AU! So the backstory for Auburn is Auburn started out living with a lot of siblings, 5 to be in fact, and being the youngest and smallest one, and he was often left out of activities, not to say that it was on purpose, but because he was small and could get hurt easily. His mother often called him her little fawn, because he looked and walked like a baby deer, which I thought was adorable. Walking and prancing around like one. His siblings called him Prancer, a cute, harmless nickname. Throughout his youth,
He's a
he was picked
prancer,
on.
dancer.
Throughout his youth, he was picked on for his tiny size, but merely disregarded the comments. He grew up loved and supported by family, ultimately found and appreciated his physique, because it made him lighter and fluid when it came to his constant hobby, dancing. When he dances, it's said that he's as light as the breeze, as gentle and at his happiest. Among dancing, he likes to nap, play his cello, cecil, daydream, and occasionally go on small explorations. How he got his cutie mark? It was kind of like a happy accident. While dancing in an open meadow near his home, it was close to dusk. As he took a bow to no one as he finished, he opened his wings slightly, and a gust of evening wind caught under his wings and swept him up into the air unexpectedly. In an attempt to close his wings, he started to spin, which spiraled him into a thick sheet of clouds. Finally settling on a cloud, he could see the sunset, the pink blue sky, and the warm sun rays beautifully. In awe of its beauty, a random spark of inspiration encouraged him to dance on the clouds, as if dancing to the evening sun. In his dance, his wings made gentle breezes, unknowingly pushing away the clouds and bringing light of the sunset to those below. When he finished, he bowed to the sunset and glided back down to home, where he saw the ponies from his neighborhood gazing at the sunset. No one had seen
blazing. They burst into flames.
Damn it!
He set them all on fire. Everything changed, and the Fire Nation attacked.
Stop with the Avatar jokes, man! It's dead. Korra killed it. I'm joking. Korra's great.
Fire Nation killed it.
Damn it, Zuko! No one had seen such a magnificent sunset, and Auburn brought it to light, which, while watching among his family, beaming with pride, his cutie mark appeared. Where are they now? Auburn is still young but is more driven to become a dancer and teacher when he gets older. Some nights he flies above the clouds and performs for the sunset. Others performs for the sunset. Others he sits and watches patiently as the sun goes away. Fun fact: there is an open meadow in his backyard. He has been approached by many herds of deer, thinking he was one of their own, wanting to graze. He has created a bond with some of these herds, which makes him a prime reason ponies can come see wild deer without the deer being afraid, because Auburn isn't afraid. When he was a foal, he couldn't fly because his wings were too big for him. Flying was difficult for him to learn as he got older. He went through a hippie phase when he was younger. He would say things like righteous and always talk in confusing nonsense. Me. The phase didn't last long after it was found that he wasn't bathing properly, after all, if at all. His best friend is a 3-foot tall teddy bear named Samson. Aww. Which, he brought it home after his birth. While he slept in his nursery, he bonded and imprinted on the bear, which towered over him at the time because it was super soft. And he has an English accent, like Pipsqueak. So that's nice.
It's nice.
I like this horse a lot. He's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like his backstory. I mean, I went and read part of the backstory where it's these ponies are more likely to be born alicorns in this AU.
Yeah.
It's like they're more common. So.
Cause I believe it's in like I don't know. It's mentioned somewhere, but like it's in canon where alicorns aren't really considered a rare thing, in the sense that like only now in canon are they rare. They used to be plentiful, is what I'm getting at. They're nothing special. Like they're commonplace, but it's only now that they're rare.
Extremely fucking rare.
Yeah. So like I'm fine with alicorns because that's the first thing I think of. So, excusing the alicorn thing, I love this OC for the backstory. I love his personality. I love his cute little story where, like, his siblings and his mother would, call him Little Fawn and Prancer. It is just so cute.
He's a prancer, dancer, comic cupid.
Yeah.
Too early for that shit.
Nope. It's Christmas now.
Get out of here, Rosie.
November 1st. Fuck Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving? What's that?
Yeah.
Also, I didn't realize I was an alicorn, like, through that whole thing, until, like, you mentioned, it's like, why are you guys talking about alicorn? And I look at it, it's like,
Yeah.
He's an alicorn.
I mentioned, like, one of the first things I said was that his species/race is alicorn/pegacorn.
I was paying attention, I swear.
No, you weren't.
Kikyo. I see how it is.
I think his backstory's cute.
It's
adorable.
adorable.
I do like the backstory. But some of the things that he has with him for, like, likes and dislikes, like, specifically the J-Pony animation or something like that.
He's a weeaboo.
He's a weeaboo.
I guess if it's an AU, I guess it's alright. I do like how the world is built up, though. I do dig that.
It's just like, it feels a little thrown in there, though.
Yeah, very much so.
It's like, I like this, and then suddenly fucking anime comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. No, but it's cute. I like that you can, like, I forgot what OC we mentioned it for, because, yeah. But we mentioned it for another OC that the personality really showed in the backstory. And for me, it really showed in the backstory,
Oh,
too.
you were talking about
Definitely.
Pumpkin Spice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We literally just did it, but I forgot. Yeah.
I want to move on to aesthetics. I have so much to say about this pony.
Yes, same.
Okay, I'm just going to come out and say I love the mane.
I know.
The main style I do like.
Oh, I dig. When you come up, like, okay, so I live in Minnesota, I don't know.
You
But
live in
it's
that
like-
magical place.
It's like fall here, and these are the colors you would see. Colors? The colors you would see on the trees right at the moment, so. And, like,
So
in,
pretty.
like, Minnesota, despite being known for its, like, winter, it's, like, completely a fall state,
Mm-hmm.
so.
I like the little stroke of red in the mane.
Yeah, it's
And
really
tail.
nice.
It's like, it just blends in really nicely. So, like, you
Mhm.
almost don't notice it, but then you do notice it because it pops.
Mm-hmm. This one can be a pony I'm gonna draw later.
I'm not sure how I feel about the white on his back hooves.
Okay, so
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it just for the fact that it looks like he's wearing shoes, specifically dance shoes, and those are like socks. I thought it was cute.
Oh, yeah. Because looking at this ref, I completely forgot that he is a dancer and such. All that thing.
He's just so cute. I love his colors. I like the dual colored wings. Those are really nice.
Well, a few times I'll actually enjoy the dual color wings.
I'm not sure how to feel about the yellow-green eyes, but
Same.
I mean, it's not horribly bad, but
I'd probably make him a bit darker or something.
or, maybe more toward yellow.
Yeah,
It's
I'd
not
make
as
them brighter. I'd make it something that. What is?
I don't know if you would want to make it that red color, but otherwise I dig this pony a lot.
I would say I wouldn't get the dancer thing from the Cutie Mark.
Yeah, that's like the one thing that I don't actually like is like it goes in theme with him, I guess, because he is because his magic is revolving around changing the leaves and all that, but like from what we understand, his talent is dancing.
There's movement to the leaves in the pattern. They kind of be like, if you can imagine them moving in a circle and falling.
Actually, how I would do it is that you would have some sort of swirl, like wind, and then have the leaves in that.
I like this cutie mark for what it is, though. I mean, I don't mind.
Like, it's a cute cutie mark, but, like, it doesn't... To someone who hasn't read... Like, imagine someone hasn't read the backstory and doesn't know anything about this OC. They'll think, oh, this OC only has something to do with autumn. They wouldn't know that this OC dances.
Mm-hmm. But falling leaves look like they dance, so...
Yeah, but that's not gonna be someone's first, like, thought. It's gonna be, falling leaves. Oh, it's fall.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not like you're gonna... It's not like all cutie marks reflect exactly right away. I mean, look at Cheryl's cutie mark.
Well, yeah, but, like, there's a, you have to be able to interpret it. And, like, if it's a puzzle to, like, figure out what your cutie mark means, then...
It's a puzzle to figure... For me, I don't know about you, but for me, it's like a puzzle to figure out Cheryl's.
No, because... Well,
if Cherly never explained hers, I'd still be wondering what the hell's hers mean.
Alright. Cute OC.
Yep.
And that was brought in by Silver.
Yep.
To the next bad OC, which is...
Yours,
Oh, it's me.
What do you mean next bad OC? On to the first bad OC.
What? Okay, fine. First bad OC.
There you go.
Jesus. I bring to the table for bad OC, Eerie Heart.
Oh.
At least I think I'm pronouncing it right. By Melody Moose.
Whoa, I found her character sheet.
Yes.
Oh, I saw this OC. I almost picked her.
More alicorns.
Yes. Alicorns.
This is an alicorn themed bad OC thing, I guess. Except
Orange alicorns, guys.
Alicorn and spicy. Alright. Ironheart, hobbies, learning new spells, discovering new species, territory, and claiming it in the name of her kingdom, spreading knowledge, serving justice, and helping the weak. Her age is infinity.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
She was 25 when she was alicorned.
Alicorn.
Hates being bullied. Also, Hearts and Hooves Day. Cannot stand Hearts and Hooves Day. The sight of so many pony couples sends her into a heaving fit. She must hide away until the day passes, ever since she was alicorned.
Alicorned? Alahorned.
She excused her childish fits as a side effect to being the goddess of war. Excuse me?
Oh, what?
Oh.
The keyword is a heartogram. In this instance, it can be interpreted as her ability and willingness to do not so good things for the greater good.
Okay.
How she earned it: before Eerie Heart was royalty, she had a job as a nature guide. Eerie Heart was leading a group of ponies on the nature walk when they got in the way of galloping in a... Oh my god, I can't read. In a way of a galloping group on the same path. Rather than walk around, they attempted to harass Eerie Heart and her group out of the park. She basically told them to shove it and continued to walk. Since shouting wouldn't get any pony to leave, the leader challenged her to race around the park. If he won, they would claim the park as their training grounds and trample anyone who gets in their way. The gallopers would find somewhere else to train if she won. Eerie Heart accepted the challenge, mostly because of the cheers of her group, and they immediately sped off. Unfortunately, she couldn't run fast enough, very fast, or far, and soon out of sight of the opponents. Every pony pointed out her cool new key mark when she won. Eerie Heart quickly changed the subject to the nature walk before any pony figured out what it meant. Her general backstory was that she was born a Pegasus and an Earth Pony? Oh, born to a Pegasus and Earth Pony. Her uncle and great-grandfather were unicorns. She eventually went to school and adapted pretty well. She made friends, got good grades, was involved with school activities, etc. Everything went well until every pony else started to get their key marks, while Eerie Heart could not. Her parents thought it was because they were unable to teach her how to use magic, so they would send her to her uncle every summer to learn. She passed, and she still had nothing. Eerie Heart eventually decided that she should leave home after she graduated as an average adult unicorn. Eerie Heart traveled world for knowledge and new experiences. She would attempt to get a job, but it was difficult when she was competing with ponies who had key marks related to the job. There's just a lot of that. Eerie Heart saw the opportunity to seize the throne of the Windarid Kingdom after the previous king was accidentally blown to Mars. Sure. Taking the new title as Queen Heart to the Eerie? Someone help?
Hold up.
Even I'm lost.
I'm like on Fire Strike for some reason. Where are we?
Bottom.
Bottom.
General history.
Queen Heart of Ire?
Heart of Ire. Yeah. She wasn't 100% accepted at first. Eerie Heart died in battle protecting her kingdom and crown. Because of her all good work, she did teaching and protecting the innocents, and was brought back living as an alicorn. Eerie Heart easily took back the crown in her new form. Now Eerie Heart is the goddess of hatred.
Oh.
Dubbed by her enemies and war. She now does a better job protecting innocents, sometimes in her own violent way. Too long to read, she dies, comes back as an alicorn, and kills stuff.
Oh.
That might have been a bit too much to read.
No, that was fine. Oh boy.
So, yeah. I guess she's dead now? But like
she did. Just sticks a sign on her. She did. Oh boy.
I'm speechless. Now you guys know why I didn't pick her.
TLDR, she dies, comes back as an alicorn, and kills shit.
Yes.
Yeah. The best TLDR. Kiki, why didn't you just read that?
Oh!
I'm joking,
Sorry.
I love you.
Alright. Man, you can take out that last bit.
No, leave it in. Yeah. Uh-huh. I really don't know where to start on this horse.
Neither do I.
I literally thought we could actually talk about stuff.
I mean, like
talking about things?
I what do you mean, socialize? Okay. I just keep on. I'm trying to gather my thoughts because I don't know if she's supposed to be like. She does bad things.
Yeah,
she's a bad person.
She's a bad
in
pony.
A sense. Don't you start with me.
She's doing the thing where it's like, oh, I'm doing things for the greater good, but they're actually really bad things. It's one of the more terrifying enemies kind of deal. Supposedly.
So she's like chaotic evil.
Yes?
I'm joking. Don't take that seriously.
She's role-playing as the rogue.
The rogue of madness. I don't know.
No, she's a high elf mage who thinks everybody is dead.
Oh my god. Okay, look. What I'm trying to get at is, I don't know if she's supposed to be considered a good character in the sense that, like, you know, she does this for the greater good, or if she's supposed to be, like, a villain kind of character.
She is probably good in her eyes.
I mean, that's how they normally view themselves.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, like, I believe she could make a really good villain character.
Yeah.
The basis of this is fine. The execution!
Not so much.
Me takes a napkin, starts dabbing my forehead.
I thought you just say me takes a nap and starts dabbing.
Yeah, let me start dabbing while I sleep. Please.
Furiously dabs.
That's me every day, though. But she would make a really good villain character if you rethought this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to say the story is fine, because it is not fine, but the basis of the story
yeah,
is okay. I like the idea.
It's just not executed well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, pretty much all that Silver just said.
Yeah.
It could actually be a pretty good evil OC.
Yeah, like, I could see this being the villain of a major story, and, like, it could be really, really cool. Because, like, you could get perspectives from her and, like, her thoughts, and she'd be like, this is for the better, this is gonna help expand my kingdom. But,
And
like,
she just systematically tears down her kingdom as she goes.
yeah.
Yes.
Not realizing that what she's doing is fucking everything up.
Yeah.
She's like a... not quite a villain character, just a... unintentional villain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, she starts off the hero in her story, but it ends.
Dies.
No, like, in her eyes, she is the hero of the story. But she ends up being the villain. She lived long enough to see herself turn into a villain. Yeah.
That's about what I gotta say with the backstory. Aesthetics?
I don't like her eye color. I don't like her eye color.
Immediately.
It blends in too much with the coat color.
Yeah, the only way I can tell that her eye color is there is with the dark outline, and some of them don't have that outline, so it's like, oh,
yeah.
where are her eyes?
Where'd they go?
I believe she's more yellow than orange, but I'll let it slide for this time.
It's a yellow orange.
Yeah. I do like her hair.
I mean, it's not bad. It's nice.
The hairstyle and the highlights, I kind of actually like.
Yeah, I think it's cute. What I don't like... Oh, now I have another thing. What I don't like is how thin her tail is in the, like, giant... The what, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth, in the height chart thing, or the age chart.
Right.
Like, how thin the base of the tail is, and then it goes into, like, this big floofy monster. Like...
If you, I can imagine this pony in a different style having really, like, curly, wavy hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, if we take a look at the second oldest, I believe she'd be, like, a filly there. Her tail, it's, like, an actual little... She's got, like, kind of like the lion kind of tail going on. And then it disappears.
It's a midnight tail.
Yeah. Like, I
Maybe
know...
she just shaved her tail? I don't know.
No, but like, a regular horsetail, it's got the
I
little
know. That's why I
thingy
cut
there.
that off. Because I'm an idiot.
But like, I don't know how horsetails grow in, but like, it just looks like she's got a little lion tail. Is that a lollipop in her hair?
That is a lollipop in her hair.
That is
Stuck
the
in
most
her
random thing to put in someone's hair. But
Someone
it makes
stuck
sense.
it in her hair.
She's
it
like,
attracts
what?
sweet things.
I don't think you want to attract sweet things to this horse.
I just ended up on another pony called Pumpkin Spice.
Stop. Pay attention to this horse.
I'm sorry, it's not the same one that we just reviewed. It's a different one altogether.
The name is confusing.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry if I butchered it through this.
It's
whole...
Ironheart.
Well,
or but okay, her original name is Ironheart. It's Heart of Ire.
I've been saying Eerie this whole time.
It's Ire, just in like, you have my ire. She doesn't like Hearts and Hooves Day, so it's Ire.
I think there needs to be two different versions for the evil and the good.
Yeah.
Like before, dead, and then
dead.
Well, I mean, there is, technically speaking, because if you look at the age chart thing,
I guess
she looks very twisted and demented in the fourth one. She's like, look at me, yes. She's not even an alicorn in that one.
It's right before she died.
Yeah. Can we look at the little faces on the side? Because I just realized the third one in row 1 and the third one in row 2 are absolutely amazing. It's an accurate representation of my face.
I was wondering when you were gonna notice them.
Like, I had noticed it before, but like I never really truly paid attention.
Looked at it, but like
she's angering so hard, so mad, bro.
Oh my god! And then the fucking
I don't know why,
one.
but it reminds me of The Simpsons, like hardcore.
Oh my god!
The third one does. The sixth one reminds me of like a donkey laugh. Like that's what I hear.
She's looking at the one above her and is just horrified.
Yeah. The fear is too
What
great.
is that? What is that?
Alright. I do like the sheet because of those faces.
Yeah.
Good stuff right there.
The layout for the sheet is really nice. I would have probably moved the one right underneath her name a little bit down.
Yeah, a little bit over.
Yeah.
It's practically bumping into the queue, and it's probably why it looks so concerned.
By a couple pixels.
The magic color.
Yeah. Needs to be changed.
Yeah. Whether you're a stickler for canon or not, it's just, you know what, I find it kind of an ironic color, because red is associated with love, and that's the last thing she fucking likes.
I hate my magic color.
Like, it's a bit ironic.
Irony.
Harambe didn't die for this! Cutie mark. It was a what? What was it? It's a heartogram. Is that like a heart pentagram?
Sounds like you have a hiccup when you say it.
Yeah. A little bit.
Heart.
But, is that supposed to be like a pentagram, but a heart-shaped pentagram?
I
guess.
That's really fucked up.
I don't know if it is. It might just be... yeah, I think it is a pentagram. Looking at it closer.
It's a heart and a pentagram combined, yeah.
Huh.
Thank you, Urban Dictionary.
Evil!
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense, but it's a fucked up cutie mark, I won't lie. In the sense that it's messed up because she's evil. Not like it's bad.
I want it to be slightly more detailed.
Yeah.
Rather than just
Like, it's very plain, being just a solid black line, you know, going around. I don't want to say, like, add detail, because pentagrams can get, you know, very detailed very quickly. Or any kind of circle, like, I immediately think of, like, a transmutation circle. Those get very complicated. So, like,
don't have a transmutation circle for a cutie mark.
Please don't. I don't care if you're I don't care if you're Alicorn C named Armando Elric is like is the first horse Full Metal Alchemist character. Don't do that.
Oh my god.
Please don't do that. You know what you could do? You could do I'm gonna sketch it out because like, but you could probably do like a heart and like the pentagram star combined, in a sense like they're actual full figures.
Yeah, actually, I like that. It's very edgy, but
it's edgy.
You can do it right. If you can do it right, I'd be okay with it. That's about all I can say about it.
Alright. Then yeah.
Alright. That was my Bad OC.
It's my turn, isn't it?
Katie, you're next. What Bad OC have you brought on?
Okay, so how I would describe this character is if you took these ponies' colors and inverted it real quick.
Oh?
Because the pony I brought on is Paulo by Snowy Fool. And here it is.
I'm like, build up? Build up?
Oh.
Okay. So this pony is part of an AU. And this is going to contain some jargon because I cannot explain it for you. But here we go.
Okay.
He was created by Jaldis and Era, and started his own life soon after, intent on being the best follower of the two sisters he could. He found a beautiful mate and had a wonderful daughter, but all this was taken from him while Jaldis found him and kidnapped him, forcing him into slavery for 40 years, before Era saved him, promoting him to god of the land and giving him unimaginable power and immortality. He is never allowed to see his family again, but the sadness and loneliness don't stop him from being the best leader he can. Now he simply tries to blend in with everyone else, acting like he isn't the third most powerful unicorn. His cutie mark shows his talent for harnessing strong magic power. Also, his main color is just orange. The yellow is mostly a trick of the light, similar to what you think Luna's hair is. It's like that because of all the magic he has. There's a single lock of yellow in his hair that is a part of his hair, and if it was cut off, it'd grow back in the same fashion, and there's no explanation as to why.
Yeah,
okay.
It just says, don't ask me how that works.
Yeah. And that's it.
Oh, boy.
I should mention this, I think, based on what it says at the bottom. This was a character turned into a pony. Part of a different AU altogether.
Oh.
Okay. I haven't taken the time to track down that original character.
Yeah. Don't.
No.
Wow. Oh boy. Look, my advice to anyone who wants to make a My Little Pony OC: do not transfer your OCs from another universe to My Little Pony. Don't. It does not work.
If you do, you better do it well, because otherwise you're just gonna leave everybody fucking confused.
No, it normally doesn't work because you keep elements from the original universe, and that's not gonna fit ever in My Little Pony. When you make an OC, you make it specifically for that universe. Whether it's an alternate universe, it's the same existence. You live the life of that AU, of that universe.
Mm-hmm.
So, my question is, what is the point of making a My Little Pony OC if this OC is for a different universe?
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna make a My Little Pony OC, make a My Little Pony OC. Do not transfer an OC from a different universe into this and then try and shoehorn them into My Little Pony. Because it's not. We had that with Sola, whatever the Sola. She was a Cardcaptor Sakura character beforehand, and she was put in the My Little Pony universe, and she didn't fit at all.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing is happening here. Like, aesthetically, this horse is great. I love this horse, and like,
yeah, it's nice color palette, yeah.
But like, you immediately you realize that this horse does not even belong in this universe, and it's like, what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit lazy, I won't lie. It's not just a little bit, it's incredibly lazy. Because you're just taking an OC that you've already created and slapping a horse skin on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was the point?
Yeah,
just my go at it.
Okay, so this thing is, like what Silver said, you don't typically, especially if it's a human OC, do not change it into a pony OC because you want them in another universe. It works better when you're changing it from one human universe to another. I have a character that I've done that with, but he's completely different between the two worlds. But when you're taking a pony, if you do decide to do this, you need to take the time and change it. Your character will probably almost always end up being completely different than what your original character is, because they need to fit into this universe.
Yeah.
You cannot just fit the universe into the pony realm and think it will work. It's not going to happen.
Like, okay, because I'm thinking now. Going back to that Cardcaptor Sakura, if you've watched the anime, you know that they travel through. No, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Tsubasa.
You're thinking
of Tsubasa.
Reservoir Chronicles.
In Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles, they travel through dimensions, and in every dimension, they see they will most likely encounter a person that they've known from their own world, but they're completely different. The only same thing is their essence, their soul.
That's pretty much what you're going to end up doing here. So
exactly. If you can I recommend against it, but you can transfer your OCs. You can. I can't stop you. You can.
It's
but
possible.
Your OC is not going to be the same exact person or pony they were from the other universe, because different events happen, different things happen, and you can't keep the same.
Mm-hmm. The character I brought up earlier is one of my main male characters that you two know of. You've seen him quite a bit. His name is Rao. And he is an anime OC, but what ended up happening is I have a comic I was working on, and despite sharing the same name and a similar occupation, he's almost completely different to what his original base character is in that AU, to fit the new AU. So it's like what Silver said, you're going to have the essence be the same, maybe the physical attributes kind of similar, but your character is not going to end up being the same at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then with this, even if you're writing a pony backstory and you're doing this, you need to take the time to iron out the story again, because what they've done here is they've written the story like we already know this character.
Yeah.
So, and when it comes on to if you're just a person browsing through ponies, this would make absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
So if you are going to do this, you got to take the time to adapt it and make it something easy to understand for people who are not going to look at anything else but the pony.
Another thing I want to bring up is, even if it's the original character is a pony, and you put that in other universes, it's kind of the same deal that you want to do.
Yeah, you need to change the character to actually fit the AU or the universe. You can't just go, oh, I want this character the same exact way as he is, just as a different kind of version of him. You have to take the time to actually integrate them into this universe.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the actual story, though...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Slavery is apparently a part of this AU.
Yeah. How long do horses live?
Oh, 30 years?
Yeah. 40? So
I mean, 40's kind of getting up there, but
nonetheless, that's also, taking into account that, I mean, like, is this human years? Like, do horses age at a different rate?
well, then you also have to figure the show in Equestria. It's just like, oh, well, how do ponies age in Equestria? So,
Nonetheless, the story is traumatic as fuck.
mm-hmm.
I mean, like, it's great that he had a beautiful wife or mate or whatever, because I don't know if boy or girl, because it just sounds found a beautiful mate. Mates could be men or women.
Mm-hmm.
And
Good day,
they had a daughter, which could have been adopted. I'll never know. I'd like to think that this horse is gay. That's because everything is gay in my world.
Oh,
But, like, you gotta develop this horse a lot. Can we just jump straight into aesthetics?
yeah.
Yeah.
I like this pony's colors.
Aesthetics are spot on. I actually really do like this horse. And
I know.
when I was first scrolling through, I thought this horse was beautiful, and I was like, hey, that's a pretty neat horse.
It's a good thing you did pick him.
I mean, like, I didn't really consider him for orange, because I thought it was more like a red that just had a little bit of
as orange, so.
Nonetheless.
It's like a red orange.
Aesthetically, this horse is beautiful, and, like, I don't think there's anything you can change about this horse. You didn't use pure black, which is beautiful. I love I love the main color. I will say this, I do like that the hair color is just a trick of the light thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty, because, like, real hair, what occasionally will happen is, if the light shines on certain hair colors correctly, you'll get a completely different hair color.
Oh yeah, that's what happens with my hair. My hair looks like orange in the light. Yeah.
So, like, I thought that was really cute. I like the cutie mark. I like that it I don't know if it's actually glowing or if it's like supposed to look like it's glowing, but it looks fucking beautiful. There's no meaning behind it, but it still looks beautiful. And I love the eye color.
This is, I mean, the guys originally wouldn't have liked this pony because it's so dark, but this is different people, different opinions.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do love this pony's color scheme. I mean, speaking from someone who has, like, a black alicorn going on.
Right.
Yeah, he's a fun character. I don't know if he will ever come up, but this is a very good color. You never want to go anything darker than this, because then it makes it, I mean, this color is already a pain to shade and highlight. So if you go to the levels I've done with my darkest character, that would be any darker. So if you're going to make a dark character, do not go any darker than this color here.
You can go a smidgen darker.
A smidgen darker, but don't go any darker than that, because then it starts to get really iffy.
I don't know if it's just me or if anyone else can tell, but there's like I don't know if it's shading, but if you look at your screen correctly on this horse's butt, there is like a darker circle surrounding the cutie mark, and then it goes into a lighter black.
I think that has to do with lighting.
I don't know. It's messing me up. I love it.
I can see it, yeah. I think it has to do with the lighting.
Well, okay. But, yeah, I like this horse a lot. I like this horse in the sense that aesthetically, they're beautiful. Story-wise, they make me want to punch a wall.
Yeah. Like, this pony could have had such a good backstory. There's potential here. You could expand this AU if you completely, made this a pony that's not, part of that other AU. This could be so... I mean, this could be really well written. In my own AU, there is slavery. It can be done.
Well, like, yeah, it can. But I don't think with this story it can be done. I don't agree.
I don't know even who the, like, Jarldis and Era are, like, or Era, depending on how you want to.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are, and then they say two sisters. I don't know who he's talking about. Are they talking about Luna and Celestia, or are these two?
I would assume it would be Luna and Celestia.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just assumptions, and you shouldn't have your reader assume anything.
Mm-hmm. There should be no room for doubt.
Yeah. Your horse is beautiful and handsome, and you know what? I would want to draw this horse, like, aggressively so. But yeah, the horse isn't bad. The story is atrocious. Rippin' Pepe's. Fix your horse, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the Battle C Katie brought. Now, on to voting. Everyone's favorite part.
You sound so excited.
Starting with good OCs. Silver.
Brought in
Silver brought in
by forgot their name. Hold on. Oh no, I have it open. I brought in Art Heart by Zulma.
Alright. And I brought in Dapples by Kitty Cat Artist Hat. Yes.
I brought in Pumpkin Spice by Blood Red Madam.
Alright. Silver, not choosing your own, who do you choose for a good OC?
I kind of want to choose Dapples. Dapples is adorable.
Okay. And then your turn, Keeks.
Okay. And I choose Pumpkin Spice.
Pumpkin Spice was Katie's good, yes.
Whew.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Best OC.
So I'm just gonna limit myself to the last one. Art Heart, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go with Kikyo's OC.
Yeah!
Which is Dapples.
On a roll.
But Honor, I mentioned the Art Heart. Yes, I love you,
yes.
but
It's a good OC, so.
Now to the voting for the worst OC, bad OC of this episode.
the worst bad OC. So we can't vote for the good OC now.
Don't say the worst OC.
Alright.
Yeah.
Silver brought in...
I brought in Auburn Breeze.
I brought in...
Oh.
Ire Heart? Say it right this time.
Ire Heart.
Ire Heart. And Katie brought in...
And I brought in... Fuck, I've lost his character sheet already. Paulo by... Let me draw this out as long as I can. By Snowy Fool.
Alright. Silver. Don't choose your own.
Paulo.
I'm gonna say Paulo too. Katie?
I'm going to say Kikyo's OC.
Yeah.
What's
Ire
in
Heart.
this OC again?
Because I don't want to vote for Auburn because he doesn't deserve that.
Alright. Katie wins bad.
Exactly.
I win good.
Woo!
And that is... It's Silver. Tell them where they can submit their OCs.
So you can submit your OCs at DeviantArt at eurocsucks.deviantart.com, Twitter at eurocsucks, Gmail at eurocsuckspodcast@gmail.com, or on Tumblr at eurocsuckspodcast.tumblr.com. You can also, support us on our Patreon, eurocsuckspatreon.patreon.com, deviantart.youtube.gmail.com. Go throw money at us because we want to go to a con and we want to talk to people.
Yeah.
We want to meet you
Please.
guys all at the con. That'd be fun. And we don't have the funds because
Well, I have the funds.
you have the funds. We're
You
broke
Jews.
as crap over here.
That's the first time I'll ever have funds for anything.
Oh, God. Anyways, I am KQAI, and I've been joined by
Katie Frog 217.
Silver Knight 27.
Your OC sucks.